House Fire by Tyler Childers is going to be played in drop D tuning and then capoed on the 3rd fret of the guitar. So lower your 6th string to a D chord and then capo, and that gives us, whenever we play a D formation, a nice full-throated D with bass in the 6th string that is a D. The song is being played out of D formation. You're going to start the intro with your ring finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And you might not necessarily hit it with each movement of this intro, but it's important for, unless I say otherwise, to keep your ring finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret so that it's there for the D chord as you're playing through the intro. The intro will begin though with emphasis on your 2nd finger on the 4th string, 3rd fret. You're going to put your 2nd finger down on the 4th string, 3rd fret. You'll pluck it with your pick, and then after you pluck it, you'll pull that note a little bit to bend it. And then you'll pull off with your 2nd finger to expose the open 4th string. After the pull off, you'll hit the open 4th string now 2 more times. So we've got this so far. Very slowly, pull off, hit. After the hit, you'll go with your 2nd finger again to the 4th string, 3rd fret, then the 3rd string open, and then you'll hammer on with your 1st finger into the 3rd string, 2nd fret for D position. And in hammering on, you'll actually now strike the open 4th string, hammering on with your 1st finger and strumming all the way down to where your ring finger has been on the 2nd string. So we've got, and then you'll go. The way that you do that is you will hit again the 3rd string, which you've got fretted now with your 1st finger. You'll pull off your 1st finger to expose the open 3rd string. You'll go with your 2nd finger to the 4th string, 3rd fret, hit that and pull off to expose the open 4th string, and then go back with your 1st finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret into D position and hit the full-throated D chord. So you've got, and then you will, on an up strum, lift up your 1st finger, hit the open 3rd string. So you've lifted your 1st finger from the 3rd string, 2nd fret. On an up strum, hit the open 3rd string and then hammer back down with your 1st finger to the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So you've got, and then on the down strum, you will hit the still fretted 3rd string, 2nd fret, and you'll pull off of it. So you've got, after that, you will then move with your 2nd finger to the 4th string, 3rd fret, hit that, pull off again to expose the open 4th string. Now move with your 2nd finger to the 5th string, 3rd fret, hit that, pull off to expose the open 5th string, and then you'll move to the 6th string with your 2nd finger again. Hit that, 6th string, 3rd fret, pull off to the open the open 6th string. So you've got, now from the beginning, very slowly. You might want to stop right there and just practice that. Whenever you get that, after the hit of the low 6th string, you're going to run up into the G chord that Tyler's playing here. The way that you play the G chord is you will move your 2nd finger and ring finger to the 3rd frets of strings 5 and 6 respectively. And then you'll want to put your 1st finger down on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Now this is not the G chord yet, but from this position, you strike these chords and you slide up 2 frets. So strike these strings that are actually in our F position, and you're going to slide them up 2 frets so that your ring and 2nd fingers are now on the relative 5th fret. You've got an open 4, an open 3, and your 1st finger is now on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And this is your G chord. And so it's just a quick slide. And then you'll come back down to that F chord. And then into, back to the D chord. So from the beginning again, slowly. next part. So the way that you execute that is pick up your first finger out of the D position off of the 3rd string 2nd fret, hit the open 4, the open 3, and the fretted 2 string where your 2nd finger is still at now on the, let me back up. I said earlier, leave your ring finger here unless I've otherwise told you to. Whenever you move to the G and the F, your ring finger comes off of the 2nd string 3rd fret. But now your 2nd finger, or your ring finger, is back down on the 2nd string 3rd fret. And you're going to strike the open 4, the open 3, and the fretted 2, and then you'll hammer on with your first finger to the 3rd string 2nd fret. And then you'll repeat that. So twice in pretty rapid succession. And then you'll hit the D chord again, except for this time you'll then pull off your first finger from the 3rd string 2nd fret. So you've got, and you'll move with your 2nd finger to the 4th string 3rd fret. So you've got, and then you repeat that pull off again on the 3rd string 2nd fret. So you've got, and then it lingers a little bit before it's on up strums from this point forward, where you hit on an up strum with your 2nd finger to the 4th string 3rd fret, and then you'll move with your 2nd finger now to the 5th string 3rd fret, and then you'll hit your 2nd finger to the 5th string 3rd fret and pull it up to the 5th string 5th fret. So we've got, after you pull up to the 5th string 5th fret with your 2nd finger, you'll use, it sounds like, your first finger to hit one last time on the 6th string 3rd fret before going back into the D chord. So very slowly, the last part of this riff. And then you'll pull back up into the G chord, down to the F chord, and then open back up to the D chord. That's the most difficult part about the song, is figuring out that riff. The best I can hear, that is roughly how it's getting played, very, very close to what's getting played. The only part that I'm unsure of is this little part in the last third of how I was breaking it down, where I said that Tyler runs up with his 2nd finger to that slide after. It gets kind of muddy there, and I'm not sure if he actually slides up or if he's playing the D string open, but definitely that gets you the sentiment across. And that's the most difficult part about the song, is the intro, which then repeats basically after every chorus. Once you get past the intro, the chords are pretty simple. You're going to have a D chord. In the D chord, you can hear him lifting up his first finger off of the 3rd string 2nd fret and then hammering it back down. And this is just a standard D major chord. So he starts singing on the D chord, and then you can, and this rhythm is very slowly. So once you get that rhythm of the verses that's going on right there, let me show you how to, the chords are going to be the D, the G, and the F again, just to clear that up. It's these same chords over and over from the intro. It's just being strummed instead of flat picked. But let me count this for you. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. So 2 measures of the D, then it goes to the G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4 of that next measure, it moves down to the F. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, F, D, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes to the immediately back to the G, 2 to the F, 3, 4, and then back to the D. So one last time, just counting through it. I'll play through the 2 cycles, counting it each time. The first time through, it moves to the G on the 1 of the measure and then moves to the F on the 4 of the following measure. The second time through, it's on the D for less amount of time. It moves to the G on the 1 of a measure and then to the F more quickly on the 3 of that measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, F, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, F, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. After rounds of those verses, it then just goes back into the riff of and plays it, as best as I can tell, the exact same way. So that's a very involved opening riff. I know that took the vast majority of this tutorial. The chords themselves are pretty simple, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how to approach this Tyler Childers song, House on Fire.